Good morning. Today we're going to read the story Neighborhoods. All of you live in a neighborhood of some sorts, and it's really similar to what we discussed earlier in the year with a community. A community, as we know, is where people live, work, and play. Well, today we're going to read about two different communities in our country. Before we begin, let's go ahead and look at the words that we will find highlighted in our story. The words are city, myself, we all know that one, school, party, 7, by, please, and family. Now we've all learned that the genre of a story is, what type of story is it? This is called informational text. It gives facts about a topic. There's that word facts. If it's a fact, that means it is nonfiction. It is true because we know nonfictions give us facts. And we're going to be looking at a map, and we know that a map is a drawing of a town, state, or other place. As we read, we're going to find our state, Virginia, on the map. Let's take a look at our photos here and make some predictions. Here is a photo, not an illustration, it is a photo of some people dressed in some kind of clothing. I don't know where that country might have come from with those clothes. Well, we have this place right here. This is called the what? Yes, it's the caption, because the caption tells about the picture. It says Cherry Blossom Festival in Japantown, San Francisco. So this is taking place in the city of San Francisco, which is in California. Let's go ahead and take some more predictions. Got to excuse my stapler here because it's holding my page open. Here we see a map of the United States, and it's showing us with a label that San Francisco is right here. And this label here tells us this is the state of California. Over here in green, it says Texas. That is the label for this green state, and the city we're going to be reading about is called Laredo, which is right on the border of the United States and Mexico. Now, I said we would find Virginia, so let's take a look. Here we go. Virginia is right here. Look how far away, clear across the country. It takes about 3 or 4 days or more to drive from where we live all the way over to Virginia, and to California rather, and then get to the end of San Francisco, which is on the border of the Pacific Ocean. Here is Texas, and it takes about 3 days to drive. It'll probably take about 4 days to drive to Laredo, Texas. Let's go ahead and look again. I see some highlighted words. Here is school, family, city, party, and by. Those are the words that we need to know as we read. Look at our map again. We see it does have a title. It says United States. We do know that every map must have a title. So let's begin to read. This here is the title, Neighborhoods. So it's telling us everything we read about in this story is going to be about neighborhoods. So let's start reading. Neighborhoods by Isabel Collins. Many people live, work, and go to school in a neighborhood. American cities have many neighborhoods. 2 of these cities are San Francisco and Laredo. Where does your family live? What city do we live in, scholars? Yes, we live in Virginia. We do not live in Norfolk. Well, we do live in Norfolk, but that is not the name of our state. Our city is Norfolk, and our state is Virginia. Let's keep reading. I see another text feature here. San Francisco. That is a heading. That's telling us that everything in this section here is going to be about San Francisco. So let's go ahead and read it. Japantown is a neighborhood in the city of San Francisco. Many Japanese Americans live there. Japantown has a cherry blossom festival in the spring. It is like a big party. You can buy Japanese food and enjoy Japanese music, art, and dances. Sometimes you might go to a Japanese restaurant right here in Norfolk or Virginia Beach and buy some Japanese food to eat. It tastes pretty good, but it's very different from the food we have in the United States. Let's go ahead and we're going to turn the page. It says Laredo. This is another heading, so everything is here is going to be about Laredo. Let's go ahead and read it. Many Mexican Americans live in the city of Laredo. It is called the Gateway to Mexico. Laredo has had 7 flags throughout history. Each year there is a big festival to celebrate George Washington's birthday. There are pageants, concerts, and parades like this one. I like the jalapeno eating contest myself. These are jalapeno peppers, and the caption says, "Save me some jalapenos, please." Jalapeno peppers are pretty hot. They burn my mouth when I eat them. They might not burn yours, but it does mine. Jalapenos are what they often make hot sauce from, which is what many of you like to get when we have chicken at school, and you put hot sauce on it. Here's a picture of some children dressed in traditional Mexican clothes celebrating the holiday called Gateway to Mexico. Let's see why they might call it the Gateway to Mexico. Let's understand our reading a little bit. Right here is Laredo, and it is right on the border of this country of Mexico. That means a lot of people in Laredo probably came from Mexico, just like we have 2 of our scholars that came from 2 different countries in South America. So today we read a story about neighborhoods. Go ahead and take a look and stand on the front of your porch or out front and look around your neighborhood and see what you can find in your neighborhood.